Hello, friends, and welcome back to Weekday. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Whether you're folding laundry, driving home from work, taking a walk, cleaning the kitchen, or simply just taking a few moments for yourself, thank you for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it. Today's episode is about something that I think gets overlooked a lot in our world of big goals and milestones and big dreams. We're talking about the small luxuries that make life better. And when I say luxury, I don't mean expensive handbags, fancy vacations, or things that cost a lot of money. I'm talking about the little things that make an ordinary day feel special. The things that make you pause and think, wow, this is nice. Because sometimes happiness isn't found in the huge moments. Sometimes it's found in clean sheets, a hot cup of coffee, a quiet house, a favorite scented candle, a song that takes you back 15 years. Tiny moments have a way of carrying us through life. So let's get into it. I think one of the biggest surprises of adulthood is realizing that the things we once thought would make us happy aren't always the things that actually do. When we were younger, we imagined our happiness looking like success, more money, a bigger house, a dream job, the perfect relationship. And while those things can absolutely bring us joy, I've noticed something. The older I get, the more I appreciate the little things, right? The things that don't show up on social media or the things that don't impress anyone else. The things that are just for me. And maybe you've noticed that too. Maybe your favorite part of the day isn't something super exciting. Maybe it's that first sip of coffee before everyone else wakes up. Maybe it's sitting in your car for 5 extra minutes before walking into the house. Maybe it's taking your bra off after a long day. Let's be honest, that is definitely a luxury. Sorry guys, but it is. One of my favorite small luxuries is freshly washed sheets. There's something about climbing into them that's really magical. After you put clean sheets on your bed, it's amazing. It's the same bed. It's the same room, the same blanket, but somehow it feels like you're staying in a fancy hotel once you put clean sheets on. I don't know why clean sheets feel so different, but they do. And every time I crawl into them, I think to myself, I should do this more often. Then somehow week or two goes by before I do it again, and I don't know if anybody else can relate, but that's the truth. Another small luxury is having nowhere to be. Think about that feeling. No appointments, no errands, no obligations. You're not clock watching. Just a day where you can move at your own pace. And those days are rare. And honestly, maybe that's why they feel so special. I think we've become so used to being busy that we sometimes forget what it feels like to simply exist, to wake up slowly, to drink coffee slowly, to let the day unfold without rushing it. There's something incredibly luxurious about that. Let's talk about good smells now, okay? Because good smells can completely change a mood. Whether it's a candle, fresh laundry, cookies baking in the oven, rain on warm pavement, fresh cut grass is one of my favorites, as well as a really good smelling perfume that I love. And the smell of crisp pages out of a book. It's amazing how quickly a scent can transport us somewhere else. Sometimes a smell can bring back a memory you haven't thought about in years. A grandparent's house, summer vacation, Christmas morning, childhood. It's like time travel. And honestly, that's an amazing luxury. You know what else feels really luxurious? Getting into a shower when you're absolutely exhausted. Not because you have somewhere to go, not because you're getting ready for work, just because you want to wash the day away. A hot shower has solved more problems, in my opinion, than I can even count. Not all of them, of course, but enough of them. Sometimes I step into a shower feeling overwhelmed and step out feeling like a completely different person. It's not magic, but it sure feels close. Another small luxury is having a favorite coffee cup. You know the one, not the expensive one, not the pretty one, just the one that you always seem to reach for. The one that somehow makes your coffee taste better. And I don't know why this happens. I don't know the science behind it, but I know it's true. I think one of the greatest luxuries in life really is feeling comfortable. Not fashionable, not impressive, comfortable. Soft pajamas, a cozy blanket, a worn-out sweatshirt, warm socks, the clothes you immediately change into right when you walk in the door. The ones that say, okay, we're done being responsible for the day. Those are truly treasures. And here's another one. Finding a parking spot close to the entrance. Listen, I know this sounds silly, but tell me it doesn't instantly improve your day. Especially when you're so tired, or it's raining, or you've had a long day at work. That little win feels so amazing. A luxury I've grown to appreciate is silence. Not everyone understands this one, but sometimes silence is exactly what I need. No television, no notifications, no conversations, no background noise, just quiet. There's something healing about sitting in silence for a few minutes, especially in a world that constantly demands our attention. I also think laughter is a luxury, the kind that sneaks up on you, the kind that makes your stomach hurt, the kind where you can't stop laughing even though you're trying. Life can be really heavy. Responsibilities can be heavy. But laughter, that has a way of reminding us that joy still exists. And to me, that's priceless. Don't even get me started on sunshine, but I will. Now, I'm not talking about the extreme heat, not sweating through your shirt. It's just that perfect patch of sunshine. The one that lands on your face during a morning walk. The one that comes through the window while you're reading. The one that makes everything feel a little softer. Sunshine is free, and yet it feels like a gift every single time. One of the most underrated luxuries is having people who know the real you. People you don't have to perform for. People who don't expect perfection. People who let you show up exactly as you are. Those relationships become more and more valuable the older we get. Because being understood is one of the greatest comforts in life. I think another small luxury is finishing something. A book, a project, a puzzle, a load of laundry. I know we keep circling back to that, but so let's celebrate the laundry, okay? Sometimes finishing even the smallest task brings a surprising amount of satisfaction. It's proof that progress happened, even if it wasn't dramatic. Here's one thing that I think many of us forget. a good night's sleep. When you wake up feeling rested and everything feels easier after that. Your patience is better. Your mood is better. Your outlook is better. Sleep really is one of life's greatest luxuries. Am I right? And if you've ever struggled to get enough of it, you know exactly what I mean. I also love the luxury of unexpected kindness. A stranger holding the door for you. A thoughtful text. A compliment that's sincere. Someone checking in on you. Those little moments restore my faith in people. They remind me that goodness still exists somewhere. Sometimes we just have to pay attention to those little things, those little luxuries. And maybe that's what this entire episode is really about. Paying attention. Because the small luxuries have always been there. The problem is that we often rush right past them. We're so focused on the next thing that we miss the beautiful thing that's happening right now. The warm drink, the comfortable chair, the dog sleeping beside us, the favorite song playing in the background, the friend who just called, the sunset, the quiet moment, the clean sheets, the laughter, the peace. These moments don't seem extraordinary when viewed individually, but together, they create a beautiful life. I think happiness is often less about getting everything we want and more about noticing what we already have. Not because life is perfect, because life isn't perfect. There are hard days, stressful days, heartbreaking days, days that test us. But even on those days, small luxuries still exist. A warm meal, a deep breath, a comforting conversation, our favorite blanket, a moment of rest. Tiny reminders that goodness is still present, right? So this week, I have a little challenge for all of us. I know it's been a minute. Start noticing your small luxuries. You could even write them down. Pay attention to the moments that quietly make your day better. The things you usually overlook. The things you might otherwise take for granted. Because those little moments matter. More than we realize. And when we start noticing them, life begins to feel a little richer. A little softer. A little sweeter. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me, friends. I'd really love to know your favorite small luxury. Maybe it's morning coffee, or maybe it's reading for a few minutes before bed. Maybe it's hearing rain outside your window. Whatever it is, I hope you make time for it this week. Until next time, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and remember that sometimes the most beautiful parts of life are the ones that don't cost a thing. And I'll be talking to you soon. So stay real, stay raw, stay curious. Bye, friends.